What's happening, troops? Welcome back to another video here on the SharpDiv YouTube channel. A different backdrop behind us. Today we are in the Talk Scottish Football podcast studio.
Your fans have seen me clipped with this background
Definitely.
Many times.
I'm joined by David Buik. How you doing, mate?
I'm alright, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. This should be fun.
And I'm also joined by Ryan, Steven F.
I'm not looking forward to this. It shouldn't be fun. Here we go.
I think we have realised that you're actually the top appearances on the Kirrydale Meltdown. Is that right?
It's looking like it. I'm slowly climbing the ranks. I think I'll be up there with Tommy Sheridan and the likes sometime soon.
As long as you don't have a scandal similar to what Tommy Sheridan had.
I know. Is that what you aspire to be, on Tommy's level?
Oh yes.
See you on the steps of
Slow
a
decline.
court in a few years.
Yeah, waving.
I'm not going to say what for the comment.
I'll wait you go, you.
I want to say as well, I've already paid tributes to the man, Diego Maradona.
Yes.
We spoke about it on the podcast before, but you're obviously wearing the Naples shirt.
I mean, you can tell it was made for the 80s, man. They wanted these Argentines and the Italians to have their
Do you have any stories that you remember about the man? Obviously, we were born a wee bit after he played and stuff.
My first story I remember Maradona was when he managed Argentina at Hampden. I think it was 2008 maybe.
Were you the wee guy that get the gloves?
I remember my uncle went to the game and he brought about the programme, and it was like, I remember watching the TV and the clips come around recently on YouTube where the national anthems are going on. Every time the camera in the big screen in Hampden cuts to Maradona, this roar goes up from Scotland fans.
The first stories that come to my head are a bit too X-rated, but
how?
Do you have any footballing man?
Oh mate, it's just do you know what I love back in the 2010 World Cup managing Argentina. He was clueless, man. He should have never been managing them, but it was always a good
because he was Diego, mate.
Even you just watched him in the touchline, fantastic.
It's dreadful when
I would rather watch Maradona on the sidelines than some of the players on the park.
It's dreadful when teams get, former legends who are clueless to manage their club, innit? It's terrible.
Oh, very fitting. So I thought in this video today we could speak a wee bit about the Europa League games that are happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Should we start with your mob, judging off that nice transition there for Davey?
We may as well.
You play AC Milan in the San Siro. We did say as well in the podcast about the San Siro is going to be no longer from next year, so it's a bit of a shame that no able to go
that's
over
one of the
travel.
iconic grounds, isn't it? Like, that's the one.
Big time, mate.
It's one, if not the most iconic stadium in Europe.
It's up there with the Bernabeu.
But it's so old it needs replaced.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that COVID won't allow fans to actually
I know,
go
it's crazy. In
visit.
a normal world, 10,000 seats would have probably been given to Celtic fans for this game. I imagine I would have made the journey over, and it would have been a nice wee week away. Well, don't know, judging on the results that we've been having recently, but no, it's a shame. It's stopped a good trip away for Celtic fans, and it would have been a nice wee gathering like Rome last year.
I think everyone's expecting Celtic to get absolutely humped. I'm not convinced it'll be as bad as people think it'll be. I think there's still, he's sort of a little bit, he doesn't think so, but see against like Sparta Prague and stuff, defensively they're a shambles. They will concede goals, but I still think Celtic will probably score. I think going forward, especially in Europe, like Edouard tends to turn it on a little bit.
I think it's going to be interesting what team they actually go with as well, because obviously the managers conceded that it was done probably prematurely, but also at the same time,
still feel the need.
I would say his job's on the line, but is his job on the line? So what team does he go with going into this game? Does he go full strength?
Well,
what is full strength probably at this point?
After the Prague loss, the first 4-1, he came out right after the game and he says,
I love it, the tables getting banged, everything, he's passionate.
He came out right after the game and said, that's it, Europe's done. Right, so you're presuming that, okay, he must not be getting a toss anyway. No, exactly.
Like Steven Welsh,
but a wee bit of change. Against Prague, the second time he then fields our best team and even brings back a premature Christopher Julian. Here at San Siro, look, I have no doubt in my mind we'll go 10-15 minutes out looking decent, and I agree with you, David. I think you're right in saying Celtic could score a goal, but right now all it points to my head is 4 or 5 goals conceded at this mob.
Oh my god, 4 or 5.
I think but everyone expects that, because they expect that it'll end up not being as bad, because if you're Nelson Edouard now and you're desperate to get out of Celtic,
I can't believe I'm actually arguing against Celtic.
If you're an Edouard and a Cham and I are, if there's one game you want to
concede 5 goals, alright?
They're going to put themselves in a short window with this one. I think Cham always tends to play better in Europe.
I do agree with you guys in terms of I think it'll be both teams to score, but I think AC will just have too much for Celtic.
3-1 after that, I think.
3-1, aye. 3-1 Is that your final prediction then? 3-1 for that game?
Aye. 3-1 Celtic.
I'll go 3-1 as well. So we're conclusive in the fact that we think Celtic will lose.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yes.
I can't wait to watch your video after he's beat Milan or something.
Just sitting there, shocked. Like
even more depressed than he would have think
he's still in charge.
He beat Milan, but you can't beat Ross County, you bastards. Move on to the Rangers then. If Rangers win this game, they're through. The last game versus Benfica, I said to you just before we started filming, Rangers have conceded 3 goals in the league so far this season, and Benfica scored 5 goals versus us over the course of 2 games. More, almost double than any other team has in the league so far this season. Yet they still didn't look like the team that were going to win the game, and they didn't win the game. Mental, you think. Obviously a bit frustrated, no disappointed. I thought the manager came out again, done a great post-match interview, just calmed some fans down that might have been getting a wee bit annoyed, and said, yes, we're frustrated and stuff, but still a positive result.
Yeah.
Benfica are a top team.
It's really telling that you haven't seen any Gerrard post-match interviews going viral on Twitter this season. I don't think there's been one.
Absolutely.
Whereas this time last year there'd been 4 or 5 things he'd said post-match.
It's just flipped completely.
Right,
Now
okay.
it's learning, you know.
Roles reverse, mate.
They've got it spot on just now, Rangers.
The Rangers have been perfect in Europe. Perfect.
They've been
For the
perfect
last-
all
for the last
They've been
3
perfect all
years,
season.
man. But
That was where Gerrard started, wasn't it? He started by making us tough to beat, making us good in Europe, and
Well, it's been
we're
so. Like,
getting
I
fruits out of
sat
that.
down and watched both Benfica games, and for as much as it's frustrating, you know, he's in the position to win both games. You know, he could have won the first one, and then
And probably didn't look like the team that were going to lose, even though they were up 3-1, up 2-0.
As much as it is disappointing to drop those points, the performances were great, man. I mean, it was
Superb,
like the last game was 10 minutes. I wouldn't even use the word collapse. It wasn't a collapse. It was just the kind of two.
Head off a tab, drops to their player right in the box, and they've got the quality to punish you.
Well, apart from that 10 minutes of the game where you concede 2 goals, Rangers were brilliant. It was really good. And that's what you want to see from your team. And that's true. It's like you can't deny that. You know,
there is a narrative that he never praises Rangers, but he's had to over the last few months.
Exactly.
People nobody clips that.
I know, nobody clips me being nice to them. Clip that! No, but look, they've been really good, and it's in the middle of the park for me that is just fantastic to watch and use.
Talk days about Davis, mate. You love him, eh?
I've always loved Davis. I just think he's the type of player I love to watch. He's a holding midfielder who loves immediately to pass the ball forward. Especially now, the holding midfielders that are coming through, they're all sideways. It's way more than football's going, but immediately his first thing he looks forward, can I pass it forward?
We've seen that in the Benfica game.
It's that wee ball on the
top.
channel into Kent or into Roofe or into Morelos. It just stretches the game, gets everyone up. He's just brilliant. And you know, I said that when he first came back to Rangers, like it took a wee while to get going last season. Started seeing improvement this season. He's just like the Davis of old.
That's it. Now moving into the Standard Liege game tomorrow. It's one that I'm looking forward to. It's tomorrow actually when this goes. There we go.
Is it
One player, it is at Ibrox. It is at Ibrox. So we had Benfica at home. Them and then we've got Poznan in the last game. So I think it's important for Rangers to go out there, win the game, secure qualification, and then hopefully go on and win the group. Because I think Benfica will beat Poznan and that will leave us level in points. It's important for us to go over to Poznan and win the game, but no. I don't know if it was head to head, mate. Head to head's a draw, but then it might go to aggregate goals against. I don't know. But as long as Rangers in the next round, I'll be happy. Standard Liège won't be an easy game. Definitely won't be, because they had a good record. See, going into the Rangers game where we beat them 2-0. Kemar and Celtic.
Well away from Alan McGregor, and he has a long-range potting goal.
They hadn't lost a game at home 6 years, and they'd come up against teams like Arsenal and such. So it wasn't an easy game, and I don't think this will be an easy game as well. But just for the way Rangers are playing, mate.
They haven't had an easy game in the group for 3 years. They still have got a formula.
Definitely, there we go. I'm buzzing to see Glenn Kemar playing this game.
Yeah, he's really good, isn't he?
What do you think of Glenn, big man?
I think he's brilliant.
He's fantastic.
50 grand Glenn Kemar just came up to
let me put it like this to you, right? Every week, right? Every single week.
Is that the nail in the coffin you're doing?
Bang away. Every week Celtic spend a Glenn Kamara on Shane Duffy.
Not quite. 30 grand, not 40.
Jesus.
48 grand.
Is it?
48 grand. We spend a Glenn Kamara on Shane Duffy. I remember, I always come back to this point. I remember Glenn Kamara's first ever game for Rangers. I was listening to the Super Scoreboard afterwards, and Gerrard was on Dave's interview. And they asked, like, what did you think about Kamara there? And came out with the answers like, you know what, he's just a Rolls Royce of a player. He's nice, what a player. And I was,
cool.
Stevie loves watching midfielders that are strolling it, man.
Like,
I love
he's
it.
a Rolls Royce of a player. And I was sitting there, like, I watched the game as well, and I was thinking to myself, wow, like, yeah, it's pretty spot on.
He was in the Arsenal Academy all the way up. They released him, Dundee take a chance on him. That was the first time I actually noticed him. I know quite a lot of players in the league and stuff.
Dreadful Dundee team. He was really stood out.
We drew one each at Dundee. Kenny Miller scored the goal for Dundee, fitting, and he was superb.
I tell you what,
superb. I'm like, who is this guy?
See, when you look at the best teams in Europe, modern teams, they normally all play with 4-3-3, three-man midfield. And so you have like one who's holding two either side that are like Swiss Army knives. They could do a bit of everything, and he will go to a top team for that thing. Well, he can literally do it all in there. Like, he's not amazing. I wouldn't say he's absolutely amazing at, like, if I'd say what his best attribute were, I'd probably struggle to say he's absolutely amazing at that. but he's kind of just really good at everything.
I just say
he can
football.
drive forward.
I just see he's absolutely
He
amazing.
reads the game well, his interceptions, defensive, his passing's all really good.
Sounds like Scott Brown.
He's not edit these videos, man, so I've just cut that.
Sounds like going Kemar.
Moving back to the game then, imperative for Rangers to go and win this game. Do you think that it will be one that they win?
2-0 Rangers.
2-0? I think that's the old trusted game.
Every time they play at home in Europe, I say 2-0.
I'll go 2-0 as well.
It'll be a Morelos goal and a Tavernier penalty.
I'm going to go 1-0 to Rangers. And I think a very dominant performance. I'm not saying 1-0 like they're going to scrape, a very dominant performance, but the goal scorer is on the wall. And the goal scorer is this man here.
Connor Goldson.
Connor Goldson.
Connor Goldson. He likes scoring goals, doesn't he?
He likes scoring a goal.
You've seen it first hand, big man. But anyway, that do us for this video. I thought since I was doing the podcast, we'd jump on a wee preview.
Yeah, I like that.
So
we didn't really get time. This is a really good thing because we didn't really get time to preview this on the podcast.
So it's like nice throw over.
Nice wee collab.
Aye, exactly. Aye. I like that. See, we're smart here.
That is going to do us for this video. I'll leave these guys' links in the description below as well. Is there anything that you'd like to plug before we go?
Not really.
I don't know.
I mean, go and subscribe to my channel. I've got 349 subs, so I'm massive.
That's class, eh?
I'm huge.
Is that a Dunfermline podcast as well, isn't it?
If anyone wants to listen to them about Dunfermline, second most formed team in Scotland just now, I think.
You should have heard them the other night. I was at work and he was at a jog or whatever. And I was just sitting on my phone.
It's a brisk walk.
A brisk walk. It was a brisk walk. I just got messaged.
A wee stroll.
Here, I've just been recognised for the first time.
Oh yeah, that was weird, man. It was like 10 o'clock on a Monday night at like High Street train station. And I was sweating out for a run. Like, this guy comes like, you David Buik for the podcast. I was like, people have found me in worse states. I wouldn't worry myself.
A guy started talking to me at a Jerry Cinnamon concert whilst we were both doing a piss.
I thought you were going to say something else.
What did you think I was going to say?
Just say when we're doing. I was like,
no, you behave yourself. Fucking Pablo. Alright.
That's happened to me as well. It happened to me in
Carlos Pena.
It happened to me in Benidorm. Dobber. Oh, you're right. Right. Oh, Jesus.
That's a sin, that weak piece.
You get a free piece, didn't you? Free piece suit for it. Yeah. Anyway, see you later. We're out.